Welcome back. So today we'll be continuing the Demi trainer, and we shall be working on the arms here. Simple, great build. So we will be needing, let's see, our parts here will be A7 and A9. For our shoulder, which we already did yesterday, so we'll be moving down to the B section of it, which is mostly just outer armor. So here is our B plate, and we'll be taking out 7 and 8. Oop. And then we'll cut out 11 and 12 as well. Those will be our shoulder covers. Now we'll need the A pieces, which would be just a 17. Some of the plastic that comes with these Witch from Mercury kits, if you haven't got to cut into one yet, the plastic is very, very soft. That's a good and bad thing. Sometimes it does make it really easy to cut out of the runner and stuff, but it does make the pieces very easy to chip and cause issues too. So then we'll need piece 15 and 16 here. And we always want to remember to cut back from our piece so as not to add any unnecessary stress. So we'll also need piece 14. And once again, we'll need 2 of them since we're going to build both arms at the same time. And there's those. And so we'll go ahead and cut out 15 and 16 again, the duplicate pieces. And then we will need the B frames again. So right here, we'll need B10. And drop them out. So that looks like all of our pieces. We'll go ahead and move the camera over a little bit. And so let's come and clean them up. So for this part, come nice and flush to the piece. Give it a nice straight cut right through the leftover bit of runner there. And what I like to do afterwards is come give it a nice rub, feel it, make sure that there's no rough spots, and if you feel any rough spots, come with your razor blade. And don't try to take it off all at once, you don't need to. Just kind of want to take off pieces. So I lightly rub my razor blade along the piece where I need to take off any extra plastic that got left over. Just like that. Choo Choo's Demi trainer doesn't want to stand for the video. Put her over here with the paints. There we go. So that's our cleaned up piece. And we'll just kind of continue to do that all the way around. usually when I'm doing a kit, I'll go ahead and cut all the pieces that I'm going to be using out of the runner, and then I'll clean up all the excess pieces off of them and come back and do a final trim of anything extra that may need to get repaired if it broke out the plastic funny. And some of these just kind of fall off just being loose, which usually those don't leave a mark. You just really got to make sure you get a clean cut. You don't want it to snag the plastic and create a streak. And this isn't just for Gundam model kits. I would say that for any model kit. Okay. And almost done with these arm pieces. Yeah, with the soft plastic, I have noticed sometimes the snags tend to happen a lot more with the softer style plastic. All right. So now for the parts of the armor that we will be putting together, let's go ahead and find the pieces and go ahead and get them together. So the two shoulder pieces, just quick, easy connect ports right there and there. And that creates the shoulders that are now put together. And they slide right onto these two little prongs here on the shoulder. You can kind of see it from up top a little bit. And yeah, pretty secure in there. And now our Demi trainer has his shoulders. So for the next part, we'll come through. Missed a little nub. Take that out. We're going to slide that in that side and slide this one in on this side. Just until we hear the click into place. And that's going down to the elbow joint. So next we will take this and this. And they have a double connect port right there. Go ahead and connect that. Go ahead and connect that one the same way. And now we're going to take our piece here, which is A14 over top of them. And that was A15 and 16 here. They just slide together, very easy, very simple. Check for any blemishes, marks that need to be taken care of. Don't see any. So now we'll go ahead and snap them into place. By getting them in. So there's the first one and our second one. Once those are snapped in, we'll go ahead and place them inside of our elbow joints to create the arms. We have one more piece for the arms that will have to go over top to protect the inner workings, which would be right here. So, showing another technique that I would not recommend too much, as I'm doing this purely for the purpose of the video, but you can cause some severe blemishes on your pieces by doing so. So you can kind of see right there, very noticeable little blemish from just doing a quick cut up against, and that is called, oh, lean it, stress on the piece. So see if we can't even it out a little bit with the razor blade. Check this side. Not too bad, not the worst, not the best, but also kind of unnoticeable to where it's going to be. So we are good. We're also going to be putting decals on, so we do want to keep a flat surface. So place that on just like that and slide into place. Give them both a squeeze from the back and the front to make sure they are locked. And there is our Demi trainer with his arms. Moving on to the next part of our Demi trainer would be to insert his hands. So go ahead and cut them out real quick for us. We'll need the armor pieces as well for his hands, so we'll get those pieces cut out. I really love the Ninja Turtle style hands on these guys. I had a really cool customization project idea where take 4 of these Demi trainers and turn them into the Ninja Turtles, since they already have a really turtley look to them. So I got our hands and the armor for the hands out. We'll go ahead and get everything cut down. Okay, cut the hands down. One thing that I have noticed with Bandai's plastic here, this gray that they use with the softer plastics. So no matter how hard you try, it is really hard to not end up with some kind of mark there. Right there by my thumb. That is something I have struggled with. If anyone has any suggestions on how to make that better, I would love to hear it. But so far, no go, and I have a lot of nubby looking hands. The tactic I have come up with to fix it was to take a little bit of that gray plastic and melt it down with the Tamiya glue and kind of use that. So here's our hands being attached. And so with this one, we just got the standard grip hands, whereas with Choo Choo, she came with open hands. She also does come with the closed hands too, so making her the much better deal when it comes to hands. So the other part about that is they really heavily advertised a options kit too with these. So I have the option kit, and we will be looking at that very soon. But as you can see, this guy moves pretty well, has very good posability. Our next section that we will be working on will be moving onward to the legs and waist sections. So those will be pretty fun. But that looks like we are out of time, and we will see you guys again tomorrow to, again, build the legs and the waist and possibly work on the back. We'll get out the options kit, and we'll explore that a little bit as well tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and you all have a great evening, day, night, wherever you are, whatever you are.